Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another NFL and Fantasy Central video. Today, we have a new channel member. His name is Josh. So it's going to be me, Hunter, and Josh now. So that means twice as many players and just
More to talk
fun.
about. Yeah.
More to talk about. All right, so let's get on to my sleeper starts. At number 1, Dearness Johnson. I don't think Chubb's going to play. He might, but if so, he still will probably get limited carries. Dearness Johnson, I think he's going to have one of those big games again. Number 2, Brendan Ayuk. There's a very good reasoning for this. Deebo Samuel is going to go against Jalen Ramsey. He's going to get locked up. Brendan Ayuk's going to get all the catches. Number 3, Michael Pittman going up against Jacksonville. I think this matchup kind of just speaks for itself. I couldn't name you a corner on Jacksonville that I trust to cover my wide receiver 1. So Michael Pittman a definite start this week.
I would say C.J. Henderson, but they decided to trade him for him in
Dan
a
Arnold.
second for Dan Arnold in a third.
Yeah. Number 4, Hunter Renfrow going up against Kansas City. I think also this matchup speaks for itself.
Waller's gonna have a good game too.
Waller's also gonna have a good game, but he's not really a sleeper. He's starting in almost all leagues. Number 5, Pat Freiermuth.
Stud!
Going up against Detroit. 2 touchdowns last week, and going against the I'm blanking, Bears. Going up against Detroit. Najee Harris as well.
How is he a sleeper?
Well,
Yeah, he's not a sleeper.
doesn't matter. It's Najee Harris. Najee Harris is a definite start this week.
He also got limited but he got limited playing time in practice this week.
Yeah.
Today. So,
That's why he's a sleeper, because people think he's questionable.
Yeah. All right.
Number 7, Josh Jacobs going up against Kansas City. Kansas City is no run defense. Josh Jacobs has been playing pretty decent this year. So, as long as he can stay healthy throughout this game.
Also, one sec. What we apologize for number 11. It says Devontae Freeman against Baltimore, though he is on the Ravens. He's playing Miami, and kickoff is in 2 hours. Stop!
About that. Number 8, Mike Williams going up against Minnesota. I think he's going to have one of those 30-point games again. Number 9, James Conner going up against Carolina. Chase Edmonds is not going to play this week, I don't think. So
He's doubtful.
He's probably not going to play. So James Conner, definitely a guy to start if you're questioning him, because not everyone has 2 30-point games in a row. Number 10, Tyler Lockett. If Jair Alexander is playing, which I think he is, I don't know if he's hurt or not, he'll probably go on DK Metcalf, which means that Tyler Lockett should be open up a good bit, and I think we see one of his good games. Number 11, Devonta Freeman going up against Miami. Miami's defense sucks. No offense. But I just think Devonta Freeman should reach the end zone, and I have high hopes for him this week. Number 12, CeeDee Lamb. A lot of people might not want this matchup just because, he hasn't been doing well the past couple weeks. But I definitely would start him. AJ Terrell, who's one of the best corners in the league right now, is going up against probably Amari Cooper. So I do think CeeDee Lamb will get a lot of receptions, and that leads to more points. Number 13, Noah Fant going up against Philadelphia. I just like this matchup because Philadelphia's red zone defense has not been very good this year. So and tight ends are a big threat in the red zone, so I like that matchup. Number 14, Zach Moss. If he out carries Devin Singletary, which I think he has been doing.
Hold up. You also forgot to put the thingy there.
Oh yeah.
It's not that big of a deal.
I know. Just
Whatever.
trying to cover him for your mistakes.
Okay. Zach Moss. If he out carries Devin Singletary, remember it is against the Jets. Number 15, Jerry Jeudy. I think this is where we see the old Jerry Jeudy, and boom, regular.
Y'all want to hear
And I
a
think
joke
he's
of a
gonna
trade real quick? So in my other league, I don't know who, or this is like one of those IBM trades or whatever. But
Yeah, those
so
suck.
hold up. Someone received Waller and someone traded Mike White for Darren Waller. Someone traded away Darren Waller or Mike White and received Waller, and then the same people The same dude who lost the trade traded David Johnson for Fournette straight up.
That guy's an elite trader. Now, introducing the new member of the channel, Josh, take it away.
All right, so yes, these are my Week 10 sleeper starts. So first off, I have Donovan Peoples-Jones going up against New England. I like this because New England doesn't have the best pass defense. They're pretty good against the pass, but they haven't been elite, and they
Yeah.
lost Gilmore.
May I
And
say,
Peoples-
though, remember, I understand they have Lattimore, but he'll be on against what's his face, Landry, and then you got Peoples-Jones, who's just gonna be chilling there.
Yeah, and he's been getting way more targets from Baker Mayfield. Last game, huge game, 2 touchdowns. Next, I have Adrian Peterson. He's officially been named the starter for Titans. And going up against New Orleans, who have a very good run defense, but I just think because he was named starter, he's going to get some volume. Then Derek Carr. This is supposed to be Kansas City, sorry.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, so Derek Carr going up against Kansas City. I like this because Kansas City is awful. Their defense is just awful. They can't stop anyone. So Derek Carr is going to be a great one. I know he's a start for many people always, but I think he's going to be great. And then Dante Harris. Tennessee is one of the worst pass defenses in the league, and Deontay Harris is what Saints have been targeting the most right now. Then we have T.Y. Hilton going up against Jacksonville. I know that Michael Pittman is the starter, but I think T.Y. Hilton is going to get some volume just because he's just coming back and he was very elite a couple years ago. So I think against Jacksonville, who again doesn't have the best defense in the world, he's going to be getting some volume and maybe catch a touchdown pass. Then Pat Freiermuth going up against Detroit. Pat Freiermuth has had all the tight end starts for Pittsburgh, and he's been catching touchdown passes. He's a red zone threat, so definitely a player I would start in fantasy. Then I have Dan Arnold for the Jacksonville Jaguars going up against Indianapolis. Indianapolis doesn't have the best coverage against tight ends. Or wide receivers for that matter, but Dan Arnold has been getting all the targets so far for the tight end position. I think that's going to continue. Then we have Chase Claypool, and he is questionable right now, but I'm pretty sure he's going to return. And I'm pretty happy with starting him at a flex option because maybe Deontay Johnson is going to get a lot of volume, but Claypool has been very consistent throughout the season. I think it's going to be one of those games where he does really well. Dearness Johnson, as Gabe said before, I'm not 100% sure if he is going to start or not because Nick Chubb might be back, but I'm pretty sure Dearness is going to be the starting running back for one more week. Kareem Hunt will be out for another week, or he's doubtful. And so, yeah, going up against New England, I think that's a good matchup. Ben Roethlisberger against Detroit. Detroit has one of the worst defenses in rushing the quarterback, so Roethlisberger's going to have all day in the pocket to make some good throws. Devonta Freeman going up against Miami. He was the starting running back last week. That's going to continue this week, and yeah, he's going to have some great rushes. I think maybe a couple touchdowns. Zach Moss going up against New York Jets. Jets, awful defense, but I don't know. Zach Moss maybe will take the spot from Devin Singletary, but it remains to be unseen if Devin Singletary will take the red zone carries. So yeah, I'd say start him at flex, but he isn't guaranteed to be. I don't think he's the best running back 1 or 2 option. Hunter Renfrow going up against Kansas City, with Henry Ruggs now out of the league. Hunter Renfrow is going to be the number 1 target. Although they did get Sean Jackson, I think Hunter Renfrow is going to be a great target for Derek Carr.
They got Deshaun Jackson? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
they signed him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, but I think Derek Carr is going to go back to his receiver that he's had for a couple years now and keep that connection going. Jordan Howard going up against Denver, who have not the very best run defense in the world, and I think Jordan Howard is going to take over from Boston Scott and just dominate. He did that last week. He played very well, and this week I'm going to think he's going to still do very well as the number one option for the Eagles at running back. And then OBJ against San Francisco just came in today that he would be signing with the Rams. So yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't think he's gonna have a good game.
I think he's going to be doing pretty well because I want to try him out, but I don't think he is the best. I would say maybe start him at flex if you need that position, but otherwise just see how he's doing. So yeah, I'll hand it over to Hunter for his picks.
Yeah, well, now one of my super starters. I got Chase Claypool against Detroit if he plays. Good matchup. We are going to run the ball a lot. Deontay Johnson's also going to do amazing. I just think Claypool's just going to have a pretty good game. Now in number 2, even I got Marvin Jones, though Indy has, let me think about it, Kenny Moore, Xavier Rhodes, Julian Blackmon. Yeah, I just still think Marvin Jones is going to get the ball a lot. I believe James Robinson, he just got back off of a 1-week absence from a ankle injury or a bruised heel, something like that. I just think he won't get as much playing time because of that. I just think Jones is going to have a good game. Now in number 3, I got Jerry Jeudy coming back off of, how long? Almost, I want to say, 30 weeks maybe. Jerry Jeudy is back. He is good. He put up, 18 last week. Playing Philly. Judy's going to have an electric game. Now in number 4, I got Robert Woods. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if he's considered a sleeper, but Kupp is still going to have a good game, but I think this might be Woods' time to maybe drop a 20 to 30 point game. And number 5, I got Dallas Goedert against Denver. They just don't have the best tight end defense. They got a great secondary. I just think if Goddard can run the short routes, medium, he'll be electric. Now to number 6, same with Josh and Gabe, I believe. I got Hunter Renfrow against Kansas City. Their defense is awful. I think it's arguably the worst defense in the league. And I think Renfrow and Waller are going to have electric. Hear me out. I understand this. I understand Waller hasn't been playing as good this year. I could see him just maybe getting a 40-point game against this defense. You guys might disagree. I just think Waller's going to have an amazing game. Now on to 7, I got Pat Freiermuth. He put up 21 last week. He's a great waiver wire tight end that I would recommend picking up if he's on waivers. If you need a flex or anything, and you pick him up, and you have Kittle, Waller, Kelsey, you can trade that away. You got Freiermuth, who's very good and can get consistent 10 to 15 points.
Yeah.
Now on to number 8, I got Dalton Schultz. Atlanta's terrible. I understand they do have Deion Jones, who's honestly, in my opinion, top 10, arguably top 5 middle linebacker. Well, top 5 is a stretch. But still, Deion Jones is amazing. I don't know. I just think Schultz is going to have a good game. Now on to number 9, I got Zach Moss. I do think Singletary's also going to have a very good game with the Bills' passing offense. Been doing awful. I think they're going to try the run maybe. I will say I think Diggs will have a pretty good game. I think he will reach the end zone. But maybe even Dawson Knox if he's playing because Allen has him on his fantasy team. But I don't know. Maybe these past few weeks Allen's been playing against the person who has Diggs, and he just hasn't really been wanting to throw to him. On to number 10, I got Big Ben against Detroit. Same thing as Claypool. Roethlisberger's just going to have a good game. Now on to 11, I got T.Y. Hilton. Same thing as Josh. Playing Jacksonville. Michael Pittman's going to have a great game. Hilton coming back. He played one or two games this year, and then he got injured. I think Hilton's just going to get a few targets, maybe 5 or 6. Now number 12, again, as I said, Devin Singletary. Like I said, with Zach Moss. Playing the Jets. Those passing offense hasn't been great. The running defense is going to be good. Now I actually just picked up Freeman from my other league 5 minutes ago. Playing Miami tonight. Awful defense. And he's just going to have a good game. Now at number 14, I got Kenyon Drake. Playing
Kenyon?
I'm sorry. I said Kenyon.
I said Josh Jacobs. You said Drake.
Look, Drake just had
If Drake does better than Josh Jacobs, I will put T. Higgins on my sleeper stars for the rest of the year. Even though I will anyway.
Anyway, number 14, I got Kenyon Drake playing Kansas City. Again, terrible defense. On to 15, hot take here, Javonte Williams. The run game is going to be very good with Denver.
Really hot take. I feel like he could start.
I just think he's going to have a good week. All right, now let's go on to sit and start him.
Melvin Gordon is still there, though.
I know.
Yeah,
So here.
I mean, Melvin Gordon will always ruin his value. All right, I got to start him. At number 1 for the stardom, Zeke Elliott. I hope this pans out. I have him on my team. Going up against Atlanta, I think Dallas is going to rely on the running game a bit more after being absolutely obliterated by Denver. So I think they're going to rely on the running game more. They were going hard in with the pass, and it just didn't pan out. So I think they're going to go back to the drawing board, and maybe Zeke Elliott gets more carries. Mike Evans, I like the matchup. He's a big red zone threat and a big deep threat, and I mean Washington doesn't have that big corners. I think maybe like one guy who's like 6'2", maybe. I don't know. Keenan Allen going up against Minnesota. Personally, I think Mike Williams is going to have a good game, but Keenan Allen hopefully will catch a touchdown, and if not, he should get a ton of receptions. Aaron Jones going up against Seattle. I mean, Seattle's defense is kind of like terrible. And the matchup looks good. Josh, you can take the sit-em.
All right, so sit him Debo Samuels as I think it was Gabe. Yeah, Gabe said before. Jalen Ramsey is going to be on Debo Samuels basically that entire game, which is going to open up a whole lot of field for Brandon Ayuk, who was very talented out of the draft. He played really well last season.
Good after the catch.
What'd you say?
Good after the catch, too.
Yeah, very good after the catch.
Did you see that hurdle?
Yeah.
That was insane.
So yeah, Debo Samuel, I think being locked up by one of the best by a top 5 corner in the NFL.
Top 1, bro.
I guess it's yeah. I guess you could say that.
Hold on. Who are you arguing him with?
Jalen Ramsey. He's the best corner in the league.
Who are you? Who could be better than Ramsey?
That's the point. No one.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
No, who are you gonna say? Because you said top 5.
I'm saying top 5.
I mean, there's guys like Jair.
Yeah,
There's
a lot of players.
Compare to Ramsey.
No one compares to Ramsey.
I guess. All right, the number 1 corner in the league going up against Debo Samuel, who's a very good receiver, but I don't think he's getting open. He can't. Ramsey can easily match his speed and strength. So, sit him. Kyle Pitts going up against Dallas, very good against the tight end. So Kyle Pitts, I don't know if he's going to get a lot of volume, especially with people like Cordell Patterson, Mike Davis. Those guys are going to get a lot of volume against Dallas's not so steady run defense. But Kyle Pitts, I don't think is going to get a lot of volume. Now DK Metcalf, he's always a threat, but I don't know if he's going to be the biggest against Green Bay because maybe Jair comes back, and if he does, he's guarding DK. Jair, he's really good. So, I don't know. DK, definitely still going to get some receptions, but I don't think he's going to be like he usually is, and I think that's going to open up a lot of chances for Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, especially with the only reason that one of these Seattle receivers are on this list is because the return of Russell Wilson. So
yeah,
that's a big factor.
But that's why I think, when Russ was playing, Lockett was getting consistent targets and consistent receptions.
I mean, but you have to remember, DK Metcalf is better than Tyler Lockett.
I'm not saying he's not. I never said he wasn't. I'm just saying.
I know, but Tyler Lockett is having a pretty decent year. I mean, when Geno Smith came in, it wasn't very good, but I do think we will see these Seattle receivers on this list often.
Yeah, see, what you have is DK Metcalf going against Jair Alexander, and then Tyler Lockett going against Kevin King. So,
Yeah.
I think there's a
Or
clear
Eric
comparison.
Stokes.
Yeah, or Eric Stokes, or
Kevin King Stokes.
So, and then Damian Harris against Cleveland. He just hasn't been getting a lot of volume this season, so I don't think it's just not going to be a good game
He's
against
been doing
Cleveland.
better, especially going up against that Cleveland defense too.
Yeah, he's been doing better and better this season,
Yeah.
but I think Cleveland's defense is scary good.
Uh-huh.
They are very good.
Yeah.
I mean, Myles Garrett, Jadavion Clowney, all of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
are the
I
front
mean,
seven.
if you
Just gonna
get
lock
if
them
you
down.
if you get past the line of scrimmage with all those D tackles, you pray you thank God for the rest of your life. But then you have to deal with the linebackers. Then you have to deal with Denzel Ward and John Johnson. It's just it's a very unfortunate defense to play against. All right, now on to the game picks. We're gonna make this quick.
All right.
Okay.
Hey
Ravens
guys,
over
hold up,
Dolphins.
Hey guys,
Oh,
look.
okay.
It's like a winner. Oh.
Nice.
Anyway, Gabe, your game picks.
All right, Ravens over Dolphins, Colts over Jaguars, Bills over Jets, Patriots over Cleveland. You might disagree with that, but I don't care. Chiefs over Raiders, Steelers over Lions, Titans over Saints, Chargers over Vikings, Eagles over Broncos, Cowboys over Falcons, Buccaneers over the football team, Cardinals over Panthers. I put Seahawks over Packers. Seahawks over Packers, and Rams over 49ers.
You did not tell us to me.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Whatever. But Seahawks over Packers. Okay. Josh, your turn.
All right, so I'm saying Ravens over Dolphins. Ravens over Dolphins, Colts over Jaguars, Bills over Jets, and then I'm gonna disagree with both of you here. I'm gonna say Browns over Patriots. I say Chiefs over Raiders, Steelers over Lions, Titans over Saints, Chargers over Vikings, Eagles over Broncos, although I think it will be a very close game. Cowboys over Falcons, Buccaneers over football team, Cardinals obviously over Panthers, Packers over the Seahawks,
Nope.
and Rams over the 49ers.
Anyway, now on to me. I got Ravens over Fins. I got Colts over Jags. I got Bills over Jets. I got not hot take, but I got Pats over Browns. Hot take here. I got Raiders over Chiefs. I just think it's bound to happen. Now, I got, Steelers, Lions. I got Titans over Saints. I got Chargers over Vikings. I got Philly over Denver. I got Dallas over Falcons. I got Buccaneers over Washington. I got Cards over Panthers. I got Packers over Seattle. And I got Rams over Niners.
Those are the game picks. Now on to the question of the week.
How will
OBJ doing his Rams? They play the Niners. I think okay. I'm predicting it right now. 4 receptions, 34 yards, and no touchdowns.
I got no touchdowns.
You know what? I'm putting it on the slide. 4 receptions, 30. You know what? We're going 33 yards. No touchdown.
Alright guys, well, there are our week 10 predictions. I really hope you did enjoy.
Let us know if you like Josh or not. We could get rid of him.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding. But maybe not. Maybe not.
Done. Anyway, boys, have a good night.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, peace.